Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure many of you heard about what happened at the House committee meeting when Marjorie Taylor Greene called herself trying to insult Jasmine Crockett, and boy, she roasted her butt right back. And when she got roasted back, she wanted everything struck from the record. Yeah, just like a weak link. So, anyway, it was funny. A lot of people are cheering on Jasmine Crockett today. I think Marjorie Taylor Greene does have like a crazy psychotic following too, but they sure are not outnumbering Jasmine's, that's for sure, because you hear more people cheering for Jasmine than you do cheering for Marjorie Taylor Greene. And it is the reality of things. So I don't know how y'all elected this woman. Boy, what a nightmare. And it's I was watching a couple of the committee meetings. Boy, she don't know nothing. She just sits there and run her mouth, and it's always someone correcting her on what policies are or what a law is, because she really don't know. She's just running her mouth and just saying things off the top of her head. And I have seen too many committee meetings with Marjorie Taylor Greene, and she always either gets put in her place or she needs to be corrected because she got something wrong. I tell you what, Georgia, if this is the best you got to offer, it is really sad. That's all I got to say. So let's get into this story. And you know what? Hats off to Jasmine Crockett for what she did. So Crockett slams Greene as racist following contentious House committee meeting. So, you know, Jasmine Crockett is a Democrat out of Texas. And, Marjorie Taylor Greene actually started the whole thing by criticizing her. And she threw a shot right back at her. And as soon as she did, Marjorie Taylor Greene could not handle it. Isn't that so typical, y'all? Isn't that typical? Yes, it is. So let's get into it. So the panel met, and they were supposed to have a meeting. And I tell you what, if that's the way these politicians meet, it is really sad. It looked like a bunch of juveniles in a room fighting. That's what it looked like. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, she is very immature. I don't see how y'all can even work with that woman. She is very immature. So, anyway, as the panel met to advance contempt proceedings against Attorney General Merrick Garland over his refusal to turn over audio recordings of President Joe Biden's interview with special counsel Robert Hur, Greene, a Georgia Republican, sparked outrage when she commented on Crockett's appearance. If And she just turned around and said, "I think your fake eyelashes are messing up what you're reading." See, this is what we are talking about when we speak on microaggressions, because these things occur every single day across America, and they're unprovoked. Just thought I would throw that out there. Speaking to reporters on Friday about the incident, Crockett said, "That's all it is. It's racism." She decided she was going to be that person out loud and out front on yesterday. She said, "The difference is I just wasn't going to take it lying down." She is racist. I mean, I don't have any questions about that, she added. When CNN, Abby Phillips was interviewing her Friday night why she believed Greene's comments were racist, Crockett said the Georgia Republican was just basically repeating the nonsense that MAGA is constantly putting out there. hmm Now, my people that want to vote for Donald Trump, you want to vote side by side with Marjorie Taylor Greene for Donald Trump? I'm just asking because those are the type of people you're going to be voting along with and in agreements with Donald Trump should be president. You're going to be the Marjorie Taylor Greenes among that group. So, anyway, I've received so many amazing compliments from MAGA America throughout my time in Congress, Crockett said sarcastically on Newsnight. A lot of times when I go to, go viral, instead of them trying to address the things that I laid out in a very factual way, what I would try to do is say, oh, look at her hair. Oh, look at her nails. Look at her lashes. And they, so they're not worried about the issue. They're worried about her appearance and they call it ghetto. I tell you what, ghetto is looking a hell of a lot better than Marjorie Taylor Greene. And man, I tell you what, Jasmine Crockett was not talking any lies when it comes down to the shape of Marjorie Taylor Greene. That woman is shaped like a dude. She is, if you look at her hips and everything, she is shaped like a dude for real. Now I see why she said, that butch body comment. She really do have that for real. And she said, I'm not the only woman in Congress that wears lashes. There are women on her side of the aisle that wear lashes as well and hair extensions too. But she's never like that, those women who actually, I believe, started the whole trend of hair extensions and weaves and everything. Nobody ever says anything about them wearing it. Nobody says a thing. And then I'll hear people, well, they wear their hair texture. That's BS. Okay. Because it seems like every single October, they seem to put hair on their head that's not their texture and go in blackface. So don't try to tell me y'all wear your hair texture when I have seen many times that you put different textures on too, especially to mock us. So you can miss me with that. So she says, to CNN, Greene's office said the only member that brought up any reference to color was Congresswoman Crockett. Actually, she wasn't. Marjorie Taylor Greene made the first dig. And, everybody on this planet, contrary to what many of you believe, everybody on this earth have the right to defend themselves. I know y'all got this unwritten rule that whenever something happens to one of us over on this side, we shouldn't do or say nothing. And what I got to say about that, y'all can go kick rocks. Okay, that's what you can do. So, anyway, back to this. On social media Friday, Greene doubled down on her comments and slammed criticism from within her party about her behavior. Yeah, because they said a lot of Republicans don't like the conduct of this woman. But you know what? Somebody had to put her there in Congress. And no, she's not good representation at all. She's not even close to being good. So, AOC isn't intelligent. Crockett has fake lashes. These aren't attacks on personalities. All right. And she wrote, these are just facts. She wrote on X. Well, there's a lot of people that don't think Marjorie Taylor Greene is intelligent. There's a lot of people that don't think she's attractive either. I've seen many people write comments about her appearance as well. She's not a pretty woman at all. So, anyway, the rules of the House dictate members can't engage in personalities, meaning they are not allowed to make offensive comments about or towards another member. But if you notice, when Jasmine Crockett said what she said to Marjorie Taylor Greene, Who was that man that was sitting directly, a white man sitting directly behind her? He was cracking up. You got to go back and look at the video. He was cracking up. So there were people that thought it was funny when she got that dig thrown back at her. So if it occurs, the member who was insulted can ask for the words to be stricken from the record. And if that happens, the offending member is not allowed to speak for the remainder of the proceedings. During the markup, there was a failed vote to strike Greene's comments from the record, and she was allowed to continue her remarks. At the markup, Greene started to ask Democrats on the committee if any of them employed the daughter of Judge Juan Merchan, who was overseeing the criminal trial of New York former President Donald Trump. As Republicans have sought to curry favor with Trump, they have gone to Merchan's daughter, who has ties to the Democrats, as they seek to undermine the case. Crockett, a Democrat from Texas, asked Greene, "Do you know what we're here for?" Greene shot back, "I think you know what we're here for. I think your fake lashes are messing up what you're reading." And that's when AOC immediately jumped in and got on Greene's and demanded, she jumped on Greene and demanded her words be taken down. "It's absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person," the New York Democrat said. After a series of votes in response to Greene's explosive rhetoric, Crockett made a dig directly at her. She says, "I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on the committee then starts talking about someone's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?" Crockett said. Y'all, go pull up a full body shot of Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's Yeah, it don't look good. She's toe up from the flow up for real. So anyway, Greene shot back, "I don't think you know what you're here for." And then actually Greene turned around and demanded that Jasmine Crockett words be stricken. Mm, mm, mm. Crockett said on Friday that Greene is unserious and does not respect the process. No, she literally does, because I've seen her in a couple of committee meetings. She literally sits there and believes she can just do whatever she wants, say whatever she wants. And I've seen a couple of them shut her down when she was in the middle of talking and she was really wrong and didn't even know what she was talking about. That's embarrassing for your representative that have to be corrected the amount of times that she's got to be corrected. It tells you right there, she's sitting there and literally not trying to learn a thing. She's not trying to learn. So anyway, she's lacking any ability to actually engage in actual discourse. She doesn't know her job. So this is what Crockett says. She doesn't know the issues that we're dealing with and when we're in committee. So instead, she does what most MAGA does, which is seek to insult and personal attacks. She needs to get a staff that can get her up to speed so that she can actually talk about something of substance and actually represent her district, Crockett said. Crockett also said that she is a grown woman and wasn't going to take it lying down. "One thing I'm not going to do is have someone disrespect me as a duly elected official myself. And then I'm just going to say, well, that's okay. and rub it off? No, we're going to do that. She added, so if they can't follow the rules, I will have to fight for myself. So I understand where she's coming from. It's almost like they try to let it seem like, and they have done it. They try to make it seem like Marjorie Taylor Greene can sit there and do no wrong. And I'm glad she fired back at her, because I think that's going to inspire other people to shut her down when she's sitting there saying stupid stuff all the time. And look, I'm a member of the public. And when I hear that woman talk, it is very obvious that she's not trying to learn how to do her job. She's not trying to learn anything. She is just sitting there being as wrong as two left feet all the time. So, y'all, tell me what you think about this video. And hey, shout out to Jasmine Crockett for standing up to yourself for yourself and putting her in her place. And that comeback was funny. So I guess she thought she was going to mess with somebody that was going to just sit silently. And unfortunately, probably too many people did sit silent when Marjorie Taylor Greene took digs at them. So, y'all tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.